The O2 Arena ahead of Saturday night's World Cruiserweight Unification fight with David Haye and Enzo Maccarinelli. It's being billed as the Battle of Britain. Don't miss it for the world. It is live on Tatanta Sports 1. We can now cross live to the O2 Arena for the press conference.
He never gives me anything.
And we can see they're in their positions though. All belts, 3 belts will be unified by the winner on Saturday night. And Enzo Maccarinelli, of course, his trainer is Enzo Calzaghe. Of course, the very well name known in the world of boxing. And I'm pretty sure Maccarinelli was on the undercard of Calzaghe's fight in Cardiff not too long ago. There is Enzo Maccarinelli alongside Enzo Calzaghe. As we've suggested and alluded to, David Haye has not turned up, still sleeping, we understand. But that was his call not to disrupt his sleep patterns. I mean, he's taking this very seriously. And look, from a sporting point of view, you can understand his point of view there.
You can up to a point, but I suppose Frank Warren's argument will be Maccarinelli's still there. Anyway, let's hear what he's got to say. Hang on.
Can we have all the mobile phones switched off, please? I appreciate that. Okay, we're here today. It was supposed to be a head-to-head, but it's a head. Our good friend David Haye hasn't shown up, nor has Adam Booth. He's sleeping. He's still on American time. It's all very disappointing. We sort of, up until now, we've had quite a good run up to this show. Everybody's been cooperative, and now all the nonsense has kicked in. Originally, we were going to have this press conference at 2 o'clock, but it was brought forward earlier because obviously we want to catch a couple of live shows that we're doing to maximise the publicity for the promotion. And in fact, I'm paying David Haye, and indeed all the boxers, and certainly as far as David Haye's concerned, huge money to fight. I thought this showed us at least some courtesy and decency, not just to the promotion, but also to everybody else who's involved in this, the press, etc., and be here. But he prefers to have his own private press conferences rather than participate, as he should do, in helping to make this promotion a success. But Enzo Maccarinelli's here, and his trainer, the other Enzo, Calzaghe. We've also got to my left Cole Johansson, Simon Block, then Cole Johansson, Frank Maloney, who I don't know if he does promote David Haye or not. He knows better than I. No one knows what David Haye's doing these days. He's here, and we've got obviously Kevin Mitchell, and we've got Paul Cook, he's a trainer, and Phil Beard from the O2, and we thank Phil for all his efforts and help in making this a fantastic promotion. I'd also just get rid of the thanks. We'd also like to thank Rockstar, our sponsors, Tatanta, our broadcasters, Radio 5, and from America Showtime for all the help that they put into this to make this a success story. It's a great shame that he's not here, David Haye. You know, as I say, we've got everybody, look at the turnout today. Everybody was looking for some, looking to hear how he is, what his preparation was, and so forth. To see these two guys speaking first time together for a long time, and it's not, it's just not professional. I don't know why he's doing this. In recent years, people like Joe Calzaghe's come over, the likes of Jeff Lacey, Mikhail Kessler, etc. And all those press conferences were at the time we've called this one. So it just doesn't make sense. And you know, he says he's sleeping, and he doesn't want to disturb his sleep patterns. Well, I hope he sleeps well, because on Saturday night he's going to get a nightmare, and it will be a nightmare. This guy next to me, he's so up for this fight. I've never seen him so focused. He wants it. And David Haye, you know, for all the fun and games that's going on, you better understand that there's serious business on Saturday. I'm sure Enzo will give you his views and feelings on the fight, but I know this guy, and I know how much he wanted this fight. He signed for this fight 12 months ago, and Adam Booth was in my office 12 months ago and said that he was going to sign, and walked out the door and never come back. And he's done another disappearing act. Anyway, I'm sure you've got lots of questions to ask, so please feel free to do so. He's in breach of contracts, and I've made a complaint already. I've given a written complaint to Simon, and I'll be looking for recompense on it. That's up to the board. They have to determine first of all whether there is a breach and what his obligations are. You know, until they have the hearing and so forth, We don't know. But the bottom line is, it shouldn't be this. You know, the promoting, you know, the old thing of this image of like the promoter's a bad guy all the time. You know, I'm one of the bad guys then. You know, I'm paying this fella a fortune. I'm paying him a fortune, an absolute fortune. He should show some respect. Some respect to not only the promotion, to Enzo Maccarinelli. You know, he's fighting the same time as he's going to be in the ring at the same time, 2 o'clock in the morning. So what on earth is that all about? He's come down from Wales today. This fellow lives in London. You know, it's like he's read. It's like a conspiracy theory. All this crap about, you know, moving hotels, moving training camps every 3 days, not letting people know what plane he's coming back on because people might get at him. You know, what is this? It's something like the 40s. You know, my name's Frank Warren, not Frank Carbo. You know, it's just garbage. What is this guy doing? And it's, you know, it's just, it's a shame. It's ridiculous. He won't take a call. He won't. In fact, he just tried to call me about a minute ago as we're starting this. And what's the point? What do I need to talk to him on the telephone for? I want him here. He called. I tried to contact him earlier in the week. I rang him. I sent him a text, and eventually we couldn't get hold of him. You know, it was like an episode of The Fugitive. He's just gone on the missing list. You can ask Simon. You
want a reaction? Right. Whenever things go wrong, somehow or other it always ends up on our lap, and we're going to have to deal with this. And as Frank said, there may be contractual issues, and clearly I don't have an opinion until those issues are resolved, except for one thing. This almost certainly is the biggest fight of the year. Two great fighters. Both fighters have been excellent, the way they've conducted themselves all the way through up to this particular point. And whatever the rights and wrongs of it, I am very, very disappointed that the public aren't going to get a chance to see Enzo and David together for the last time before the weigh-in. And that's always a disappointment.
There it is on the phone for you. And Frank's his promoter. And he, you know, it's about time promoting. I mean, how would you feel about this, Frank, if this was one of my guys doing it on your promotion?
Yeah, I'd be upset, but I mean, I'm in the same position. I haven't spoken to the Haye team for about 5 weeks.
Why is that? Because they don't want to
speak to anyone.
Yeah, don't speak to anyone. He's their promoter. How do you deal with it? It's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. You know, when I speak to them, Frank's not my promoter. Well, Frank is their promoter. He's got. I've seen the agreement. His lawyers sent me. Whatever. It's just like you get a nonsense given to you all the time. Everything is nonsense. They say they haven't got an agreement with Frank, yet Frank's got one with him, and he can't contact him.
And Enzo, does this sort of thing give you even more confidence in this apparent, you know, whatever you want to call it, paranoia or whatever it is?
I'm confident as is anyway. You know, he's not here today, so that, you know, that don't give me a free thing to slag him off and criticise him and put him down. It's not my nature, you know. All I need to tell everyone is, you know, I'm fit. I'm excited. I wanted this fight. I nagged this fight. I probably signed for half the money that David has. That shows you how much I wanted this fight, and you know, I'm fit, I'm excited, and I'm ready.
Steady on half the money, you sure? I'll like to give you half the money.
But you know, I'm fit, I'm excited, and I'm ready. Things are going well. I've done everything right. You know, it's just a matter of waiting out to Saturday night to 2 o'clock in the morning, hear that first bell, and away we go. No, it's all I have a little kip on a train coming over, but you know, I don't go to sleep early anyway, even when I'm not, you know, in training. I regularly go to sleep around 1:30, 2 o'clock anyway. I got too many films to watch. I like to chill out in the night and prepare for the session the next morning, try and blank it out.
And you know, the funny thing is, you know, this is a great opportunity for David Haye. You know, obviously I've said on numerous occasions, you know, I really do think Enzo will win the fight, but it's a great opportunity for him. He normally fights at York Hall. He's never fought on a big platform. He's got 20,000 people here now, and you'd think he'd be doing his best to help promote himself. You know, his last fight was bought by Satanta at 48 hours' notice. Not one broadcaster wanted to buy the fight. And I took a risk with this fight. I signed for this fight with no TV deal with anybody, and promoted it, give him some great promotion, and you know, this is ridiculous. It's like that Audley Harrison school of thought. you know, screw everybody, just take the money, and I'm not going to do anything for it. I'm not going to. Of course, he's fighting. That's a tough thing, but it's like I'm not going to, you know, do the things to help make the promotion a success. And if it is a success, the promotion, then it's a success for him.